Hello yogis, my name is Tana. Welcome to today's intermediate Vinyasa flow. Today's practice will be quite strong, playful and fluid. We'll be focusing on twists. So we'll really be lengthening and strengthening through the side body, the spine and the hips. So when you're ready, come onto your mat and let's meet in child's pose. So coming all the way back, let's bring our knees really nice and wide and reach the hands out in front of you. Soften the forehead down to the earth and just allow the elbows to melt into the floor. And start to notice how your body's feeling right now. Noticing any potential areas of tightness or tension. And simply softening into those spaces. So directing a bit of breath, a bit of energy into those areas. You're welcome to set an intention here for your practice. It could be something really simple, like I would like to feel present in my body, or I would like to feel grateful for the body that I live in. On your next breath in, look forwards between the hands, roll the spine up to tabletop pose, and then press into the earth, and we'll start to create those spiral-like shapes in the spine. So moving in all directions, really bringing it into the shoulders, the spine, the hips. And then changing directions, closing your eyes and turning your gaze inwards. Just focusing on the sensation, not worrying about what you look like. Beautiful. Come back to center and then walk your hands out in front of you to find puppy pose. So walk your knees back a little bit, melt the chest down to the floor and breathe into the chest as we open up through the front body. Maybe feeling a bit of expansion through the lateral lines of the arms, along the lines of the torso. And take a full breath here. On the end of your exhale, lower your forearms down to the floor and come into a forearm plank. So draw your heels back a lot. Make sure that your shoulders are in line with your elbows and firm into your forearms. Lengthen the tailbone down. We'll be here for 5 rounds of breath. And see if you can find a bit of softness in the face and the jaw whilst the core and the legs are really nice and turned on. One more breath. On the exhale, come into Sphinx pose, press into your elbows, elevate the chest forwards and between the gates of the shoulders. Inhale, lift the crown of the head upwards. And exhale, melt the chest down to the floor. Bring your hands alongside the edges of the mat and lift the heart space up and forwards. Exhale, melt the chest down. Let's go for one more round. Inhale to lift. Draw the shoulders down and back. Exhale, lower down. Press the hands into the floor, curl the toes under, and push up into a plank pose. Exhale, downward facing dog. Let's begin to pedal out through the feet, bending one leg at a time and straightening out the other. And just finding that connection to the breath. So keeping your face, your jaw soft. Find stillness in your shape. And then send the right leg up to the sky, 3-legged dog. Find lizard pose on the right side, so stepping that right foot outside of the right hand. Melt the heart forwards and up. Inhale. On the exhale, lower the left knee down to the floor and come into half split, straightening out that right leg. Flex the right foot a lot. Sink a little bit lower, find your breath. the exhale, rock forwards, planting the hands down, step it back to plank. Moving nice and slowly with control, chaturanga, to up dog, open up through the heart. Exhale, downward facing dog. Hips up and back. Draw your chest closer to your thighs. And then send the left leg up to the sky. Press into that right foot. Find lizard pose on the left side. Drop the hips nice and low and hug that left knee in towards the left shoulder. Inhale. On the exhale, right knee lowers down. Extend that left leg. Flexing through the foot. And you might draw your chest a little bit closer towards the left thigh. And just taking it nice and slowly, finding a bit of ease. Breathing in and out through the nose. Beautiful. Drop that left foot back down. Pick up the right knee and step it forwards to a malasana squat. Yogi squat at the front. Drop the hips nice and low. Heels in, toes out. Palms connect at the heart. Lift the crown of the head upwards and feel the energy all the way up the spine and draw out through the crown. Inhale, take a full breath. On the exhale, lower the hands down in front of you and fold forward over your legs. Start to heel toe your feet together so they're hip width apart. And then bending your knees a lot, really rooting down through the feet. Start to roll the spine up. And then coming all the way up, straighten out the leg, drive down through the soles of your feet and reach the hands up. Find length. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, coming halfway, broaden through the collarbones. Exhale, step it back, downward facing dog. Take a breath. And then extend the right leg up to the sky. Find lizard pose once again, stepping outside of our right hand. Inhale, melt the heart forwards. On the exhale, drop the left foot down to the floor to find side angle. Reaching that left hand up. Draw the tailbone in, firm into the back foot. And then slowly find warrior two. Heel to arch alignment, find length through the crown of the head. Inhale. On the exhale, reverse your warrior. Breathe into that right side. And then taking it nice and slow, find rainbow warrior, reaching the hands to the back of the room, bending into the left knee a lot. Flex the right foot. And then drop that right foot back down, reverse and expand through the side body. On the end of your breath, swivel to the left side to find Prasarita. Toes in, heels out, folding in between your legs, ground down through the edges of your feet. Left hand on the floor in front of you, right hand reaches up, find that twist. Opening up through the chest. Inhale. And on your exhale, change sides. Right hand lowers down, left hand reaches up to the sky. Lower the left hand down to the floor and then swivel your heels in, toes out, rolling the spine all the way up to find our goddess squat. So sinking nice and low, extend the arms up and then draw those hands into the heart space. We'll be here for 3 rounds of breath. See if you can stay with it and keep firming into the soles of your feet. Beautiful. Straighten out your legs, 5-pointer star. Reach the hands up. And then swivel to the front. Low lunge at the top of your space. Inhale, take a breath. And on the exhale, shift the weight to the right leg and find half splits, half lifts. So your fingers are on the floor, draw the chest forwards in between the shoulders and kick back into that left leg. On your next breath in, we'll find half moon pose, Ardha Chandrasana, opening up the chest and the hips to the left side. Try to firm through all four corners of the right foot. I know it can be a bit wobbly here. Just try to find your balance by hugging all of the muscles of the legs, the bones of the legs in the right leg. Okay, slowly we'll change hands, reversing our moon. So left finger's on the floor, right arm reaches up to the sky. Keep the energy flowing in that back leg. This will really help you find your balance. Okay, if you're here, start to bend the left leg and reach the right hand to wrap around the left ankle to find this twisted half moon shape. Start to kick into that hand a little bit. Find your breath. Find your focus. Beautiful. Slowly let go of the ankle. Drop the left foot down, low lunge. Planting the hands down on the floor. Send the right leg all the way up to the sky, three-legged dog. Inhale. On the exhale, bend the knee, open up through the hip, and flip your dog, finding your wild thing, elevating the chest open to the front of the room, reaching the right hand up and over. Just take a few moments here to explore the shape, finding a little bit of playfulness. On your breath out, plank pose, lowering the right hand back down, chaturanga to up dog. Exhale, find downward facing dog. Take 2 connected breaths here, spreading your fingers wide into the floor and feeling the energy all the way up the arms and draw up the spine. Inhale, left leg rises. Exhale, lizard pose. You know where we're going, finding your side angle, opening up through the chest. Draw those ribs in and press into the back foot. Warrior 2. Finding that heel to arch alignment, sinking nice and low in your warrior. So really pressing into the front foot. Inhale. On your exhale, reverse your warrior. And feel the openings through the left side of the body. On your breath out, rainbow warrior at the back. Bend into that right knee, reach those hands behind you. Straighten out the front leg, one more breath. Beautiful, drop the foot down, reverse. And on your exhale, Prasarita, fold in between your legs, swiveling over to the right side, toes in, heels out. Place the left hand on the floor, reach the right hand up to the sky. Find your twist, maybe a sense of openness through the heart. Changing hands, right hand lowers down, left hand extends up. Inhale. On your exhale, lower both hands down to the floor and swivel your heels in, toes out to roll the spine up, goddess squat. Reach the hands up, sink nice and low into your squat. So you're really firming through the soles of your feet, draw the hands together at the heart. And see if you can relax your face and soften the shoulders down and back while all the work is really happening in the legs. Lengthen your spine. One more round of breath. Beautiful. Straighten out the legs. Extend it all the way up. Find length. Feel the energy up the legs. And then swivel to the front. Low lunge. Half splits, half lift. Fingers on the floor. Elevate the chest forwards and kick back into that back leg. Take a breath in. And on the breath out, we'll find half moon pose. Just taking your time to get there. You can extend that right hand up to the sky or place it on the hip for a little bit more stability. Just find a shape that works for you. Hug the muscles to the bone, really turning everything on. And then we'll find our reverse moon. Right hand lowers down, left hand reaches up. Try to stabilize through that left foot. One more breath. If you did so on the other side, bend the right leg, left hand wraps around that right ankle and start to kick into that hand a little bit. You can firm into your supporting fingers on the floor. Draw your navel in. Slowly let go of that ankle. Find a low lunge, dropping the back foot down. Inhale, open up through the heart. And then planting those hands down, come all the way up, three-legged dog. Inhale. And on your exhale, bending the knee, flipping your dog, taking your time to get there. Pressing through the back right foot as we open up through the front line of the body. Inhale. On your next breath out, plank pose, coming all the way back, finding your center. Shoulders above the wrists, chaturanga to up dog. Exhale, find downward facing dog. Take a breath in through your nose, and on the exhale, soften into the pose, into the floor a little bit deeper. On your next breath in, left leg rises. Step outside of your left hand, lizard pose. Broaden through the collarbones. Inhale. Exhale, easy twist. Left hand extends up to the sky. Open up through the heart space. And then slowly lower the left hand to the inner left ankle. And we'll find side angle here. So press into the back foot. You can stay here in your side angle. Or if you want to take it a bit further, you can find a bind. So weaving that left hand under the left leg, right hand reaches for that left hand. Try to draw the chest up and draw the right shoulder up and back. Draw the ribs in. I know this can be really strong. Release the interlace of the hands. Lower the hands down, low lunge. And then step the right foot forwards to meet the left. Come to a halfway lift. Inhale, open up. Exhale, fold forward. Okay, we're going to find birds of paradise. So it's quite a strong bind and it requires a lot of hip and shoulder mobility. So just take your time. I'm going to talk you through it the first time. So the left hand weaves under that left leg just as we did in our side angle. That right hand reaches for the left wrist. See if you can find that bind there. And then we'll start to shift the weight into the right leg. Slowly begin to pick the left foot off of the floor and start to come all the way up. So just taking your time, moving slowly and trying to find that stability through your standing leg first. So straightening out your supporting leg as much as you can. Try to lift the crown up, finding as much extension in the spine as possible. And then if you have that here, you'll slowly begin to play with straightening out this left leg. So with time, this will be more accessible. And just finding a little bit of playfulness in the practice, so not taking it too seriously. You want to be drawing that left shoulder back in towards the socket and firm through the standing supporting foot as much as possible. Okay, I'll give you a few breaths here just to play in the shape. And when you're ready to come down, you'll start bending that left leg first, and then bending the right knee and dropping all the way back down. Releasing your bind once you're down here. Fold forward. Inhale, come to a halfway lift. Exhale, step it back, find your downward facing dog. Draw the chest closer towards your thighs. And then send the right leg up to the sky. Lizard pose. Hug the knee into the shoulder. Inhale. And then extend that right arm up to the sky, easy twist. Keep the energy flowing in that back leg. Land that hand down on the inside of the ankle and find your side angle. Open up through the chest, draw the tailbone in a lot, and then find your bind if you did so on the other side. Broaden through the collarbones as much as you can. One more round of breath. Beautiful. Release your bind. Low lunge at the top of your space. Inhale. Exhale. Pick up the left foot to meet the right. Halfway lift. Drive down through your feet. Exhale. Fold forward. Inhale. Look forwards and bring your feet in parallel, hip distance apart. Bend your knees a lot to begin with, and we'll weave that right hand under the right leg and find your bind on the right side. Okay, start to shift the weight into the left leg, taking as much time as you need. This side might feel really different than the other side. That's completely normal. One side is often more open, more flexible than the other. So try to find your length first, setting your foundation strong. And then slowly play with straightening out that right leg. And take a few moments. Draw the right shoulder up and back. And when you're ready to come down, bending into that right leg and slowly dropping it all the way down to meet the left. Release your hands, drape your heart over your thighs, fold over your legs. Take a breath here. And then bend your knees even more, lower your sit bones down to the floor. Come to a seated position. Let's find butterfly pose. Connect the soles of the feet, sit up nice and tall. Just take a moment to come back to your breath. Hands around the feet, lift the crown of the head up and close down your eyes. Just notice the rhythm of your breath. Blink your eyes open. Wrap the right hand around the edge of the right foot and we'll find half happy baby pose in this shape where our spine is nice and tall. You can begin to create a little bit of movement, just moving that foot, the leg from side to side. And then place the right foot to the inner left thigh to find half lotus pose and take a twist to your right. Left hand outside of right thigh, open up through the heart space as we twist. And if it's available to you, you can draw that right hand to weave over to the side to find a bind, wrapping your hand around the right foot. Broaden through the collarbones and try to find length through your twist. And feeling the breath travel all the way up the side body. Maybe finding a bit of expansion through the right side. And slowly release your bind if you have it. Unravel back to center and change sides. So find that half happy baby on the left side. And try to anchor the sit bones down to get more of a lift in the spine and the crown. Connect to your breath. Half lotus pose on the other side. Twist to your left and find your bind if you had it on the other side. So try to bring that twist into the whole spine, so we're not just isolating the movement in the neck or the chest, but really trying to bring it into as much of the thoracic spine as we can. So we're really lengthening all of the connective tissue, the muscles and the tendons around the ribs and the torso and the back. And take 2 more breaths here. On your next breath in, slowly unravel and finding your center. Place the left foot in front of the right. Just find a normal cross-legged seat. Sit up nice and tall and connect the palms at the heart space. Let's take a breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. Bow your head to your heart. Namaste. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. I really hope you enjoyed. If you did, please remember to subscribe to support me and like this video, share with your family or your friends, and let me know in the comments below how you went, what you liked, what you didn't like, and what you'd like to see more on this channel. Okay, have a beautiful day and I'll see you soon.